क्या लगाएंगे आप इसमें? हम्म। हाँ जी। हाँ, मूवमेंट नहीं है, पॉकेट में दब जाएगा सर। ओके। नहीं नहीं, नॉट मूविंग। ओके ओके।
Hello, everyone. Just a request. Today's session is slightly different than our normal set talk. This is going to be sort of like a semi-interactive also later on. So my request is people on the last, maybe if you come slightly closer, so he will be sharing a lot of pictures and handouts which will be circulated among people. And he will be explaining the tricks and the professionalism behind how to capture a good photographs. So such a request is everybody in the top 5 or 6 lines. Thank you. While we all are waiting, he has requested that this be circulated among the people, and when you are free to, in the later half of the talk, any picture which you find fascinated with and any queries or questions about it will be welcome. We welcome the questions. So my suggestion is please just circulate. No, no, nothing is possible. You can ask, you like to share friends. So you can let some of the brochures also on the chairs, so feel free. So his idea is to make this more like an interactive session, so people will be more enthusiastic for it. Okay, sir, we'll wait another 3 4 minutes. So
Okay.
sorry,
Yeah, no problem, sir.
And please come in forward so you can also look at the pictures. Please, from the last rows. Hello and good afternoon, friends. Welcome everybody once again to our usual Friday afternoon asset colloquium. Today we are lucky to have a very renowned photojournalist with a career spanning almost 40 years in Mumbai, Mr. Mukesh Parpiani. He is currently heading a Piramal gallery, photo gallery at NCPA. And he has been renowned and he has covered almost 40 years, and his Karma Bhumi as such is Mumbai. And we will start with a small audio video presentation he has made about his curated photographs of streets of Mumbai, which he has taken in his starting career when he was a freelancer and then photojournalist attached to a very prominent national newspapers of Mumbai. I think he worked for Indian Express in also the Midday. And of course, then later on, he has also joined in NCPA as the head of the photography there. And he has covered almost last 20 years, a lot of programs at NCPAs and curated a lot of renowned photographers of India and given exhibitions and things. So as you can see, he has brought along almost the entire museum here for us to admire and see. And the idea when we started with on was to make it as interactive as possible. So not just listen to somebody giving a lecture, but and at the end of the 1 hour or so, which we'll spend with him, everybody will take away a little trick or two to improve their skill in photography. So that's the idea. So the idea is we have circulated a sample of his pictures among the audiences here, and he has of course displayed plenty of very fantastic photographers. And his idea is, like I mentioned, we'll have start with a small audio video presentation of his, and then bird photographs which he has curated for NCPA things. And after that, he will give a brief talk about his passion for photography and why he does this. Is popularizing the photography is one of his main goal. And of course, like I said, the later half of our presentation will be opened up to have an interactive sessions. You can have questions about what he is showing us or the pictures you have in your hands. And then, of course, the lenses and cameras and whatnot, technical photography tricks which he can teach us. So without any further ado, I will start with the audio video presentation to NCPA photographs. So, so as you all must have noticed that all those pictures are from the streets of Mumbai and things like that, as the title of the presentation itself was from Bombay to Mumbai, so covering his 40 years of taking street photographies. And he has plenty of other photographs of old Mumbai and other stuffs and things like that. So we have another short audio video presentation for about 3 minutes for the birds photographies that he had curated. This, of course, the first video was all photographs of his. The second one is curated. He has a gallery head. He had curated best of the Indian photographers' pictures, and that's the second presentation. We'll now see. Yeah, thanks for the wonderful birds of India pictures which we got to see. And without further ado, I will now open the floor to Mr. Mukesh Parpiani ji. Please tell us.
I don't know anything about birds except window birding, parrots, kabuters, chaklis, which comes to my windows, sometimes parrots, but more than that, every monsoon, I go to Mumbai Raj Bhavan to shoot peacocks. During the monsoon, they are at their peak, and I get the best pictures for my newspapers. Anyway, these three friends are here, Mansukhani, Shailesh, and Samir Markande. Such people are help me to promote my work. Now let me start. Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank you all for being here today. A special note of gratitude to TIFR for hosting this event, and of course to our chairman, Mr. Khushru and Santok, for his unwavering support. How many years? 16 years. Anywhere in my life, I have not survived any organization more than 10 years. This is the only place. And over the 15 years, I am curating the exhibitions at the NCPA. And my journey of photography, if I include NCPA also, crosses beyond 5 decades. During this era, I have witnessed both medium of film coming up of the digital in a floppy form to now to a small card and maybe very soon complete mobile. I brought me around 50 pictures which are all around here, which you must have seen, are the part of the recent photo exhibitions at the NCPA. Feel free to pick a picture and see it yourself. I don't want all these pictures to be last year for only 4 seconds. So spare 10-15 minutes, pick up a picture and feel like you see them in newspapers. It's in front of you. The picture you feel you are witnessing that picture. But the struggle behind this picture is more than 4 seconds. Sometimes even days to get one picture. Now, in addition, also I have brought around 20 cameras and the lenses. Initially, I had a tough time in convincing the management to buy the equipments. जैसे एक कैमरा है ना, बहुत हो गया ना, लेंसेस क्यों चाहिए, है ना, बस जाके आगे निकाल के दे दो, डेवलप करके दे दो, डार्क रूम में जाओ, डेवलप करो और दे दो प्रिंट बना के. Initial in daily newspaper, we were only two photographers and one darkroom man because Rusi Karanjia started with a low budget and I survived there for 10 years because due to financial constraints, Rusi had to close down the newspaper. It's because of him I got chance to shoot them. Not once, twice, but over 50 years. May I request all of you to give a 2 minutes silence in their memory, please? Can we stand up, please? Om Shanti. Now I talk about my journey at NCPA. Currently, our gallery is going through lot of transforming changes. We are going to keep a pace with the changing world over. When we start, we had a dark room also in our gallery and we used to process the pictures of the photographers who were allotted the gallery on consideration after studying their work very seriously. In our darkroom, we'll process the rolls and make prints and exhibit. Over the time, things are changing. As I told you, from a big size camera of 150 years, 200 years old to now mobile. But now, just for the demonstration purpose, we are going to revive a dark room also so that we can show the mock processing of the films. Certainly not prints. We can't get chemicals are very expensive. But at least we can process some films in a bag, put the tank inside, put the roll inside, load it, take it out, process, and then scan the negative to make a digital prints like what some prints are with you all. Gallery started with the work of Judith Mara Gutman, a US historian. She went all over the India for more than 2 years and curated this book, which any of one wants to see can pick it up and see after the talk. I was not as a part of it because I was working with the newspaper, but I tried my best to give a coverage. Before that, when NCP was being formed, I used to do the freelancing and used to shoot the VVIPs coming to NCPA for various events. At the PR team of NCPA and did my best to promote the visits of Prince Charles' father, Queen Elizabeth also, Margaret Thatcher also, like the names are many, many more. Mrs. Gandhi used to come to NCPA to watch the events. I have shot her also. But I never knew that after my media journey, I'll be head of the gallery. Credit goes to them. Now I talk about the cameras. In my childhood, I had privilege to see the photographs of my late brother. He was civil engineering student and used to process the rolls at home. And I used to watch the films, watch the prints. When he left for USA, I told him, give me your camera. No, no, no. Anyway, after my freelancing days, I bought one small camera and started working on it. And I'm still working and hope to work. In the recent past, we have done the exhibition of Robert Capa and many others. We did a show on Calcutta, a group exhibition. Those pictures are also here. Please feel free to watch them. Now, as I was saying, why you want lenses, correct? This is 80-200 lens. One second. She is surrounded by all sides. I can't move inside and take only her picture. I need this picture, full frame. So I had to climb up a dais from where she spoke. Okay. And I shot this picture with 80-200 lens. Again, do you find anything unusual in this? Anyone? Huh? Anybody else? Anyway, I'll explain. This is the picture of Bhivandi riot beyond Thane in Maharashtra, Bombay. This is the relief camp. She went through all the riot affected areas and then she came to the relief camp. If you can see, she's pulling the cheek of the child. This lady is crying crocodile tears, seeking the help from Mrs. Gandhi, and she hopes that by twisting the, she will also cry. Pinching, she will cry. Nothing doing, and you see the eye traveling to the here, here. Mrs. Gandhi is not looking at her at all. This is a wide angle shot. In those days, we could follow with the Prime Minister. Today, even current Prime Minister I have shot in Ahmedabad. The lens for this is 20 mm Nikon lens. If 50 mm, I will not get full frame. So I need the lenses. I need the lenses. One more camera I will tell you after the film processing era and the digital era came in Indian Express only during Kargil war. The digital camera was still on a floppy mode and we had to carry the bulk of floppy box. The Kargil war covered on a 8-frame floppy and then put floppy in a laptop and send the picture, which also took long time to, sometimes file gets corrupt also. But around 2000, digital revolution started very fast. More Coolpix cameras came of 1 megapixel with a card, and the one of the my small Coolpix camera, I'll just show you. हाँ जी. This is 1 or 2 megapixel. And the advantage for photojournalist in this was that you are shooting a subject here and here you are viewing it. Here you are viewing it. So the person if you don't want the person know that you are photographing, do like this. This was very helpful during the riots and such kind of where morchas and the police and all are there. This was very helpful and very handy. Similarly, today we have another small camera, but this is with 10 megapixels. This is with 10 megapixels. Again handy, click. Here also, you can change the mode slightly this way or that way and do it. From Indian Express, I went to Midday. Midday digital cameras, given small cameras to the all photographers, but DSLR very expensive. In a way, first DSLR D1. This Rakesh Sharma took it in the space and he shot the pictures with this camera. How many megapixel? Only 1 megapixel, but DSLR. Times of India bought one only for one purpose, Filmfare Awards, for such big functions. And the price 4.5 lakh rupees. When in midday, I told my boss Tariq Ansari, let's buy. Let's buy at least one. Rest all cool pics, but let's at least buy one. એ ગુજરાતીમાં મને બોલ્યો 4.5 લાખમાં દીકરા તને માયરા બાઇન્ડરમાં ઘર મળે. Anyway, said no. When the prices came down to 2.5 or 3, he had been to Bangkok. So he brought one camera from Bangkok for some 2.5 or something. Then Afghan war came. So my editor Akar Patel says, I am taking it. I will shoot with it and send you the pictures. Hello, can't say no to the editor. He took it. Then, he was crossing a nala on a horse with a laptop. All laptop, camera, and himself fell in the nala. Om Ganeshaya Namah. No luck. For 3-4 months, no digital. Can't talk about it. Again, one Adil Sumariwala also was traveling to Singapore. So I told him, you check the now prices. If something is reasonable, bring one. He went, he sent me price, he sent me details, photos, कार्ड कितने चाहिए, बैटरी कितनी चाहिए, क्या क्या चाहिए, साथ में ग्रिप चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए. बैग तो आएगा ही कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री. चलो लेके आए बंदे. आदिल सुमारी वाला. Big athletic was on our Inkilab and sports committee of midday. Cricket match आया. Inkilab midday sports week, all sports friendly newspapers. My sports photographer Suresh KK went to Bangalore. He kept the bag and went to the other camera for the nets. Okay, this I will use with 600 mm lens, which we already have. Next morning, he calls me. I can't give you action pictures because camera is stolen. How? Bloody, from a 5-star hotel, your camera is stolen and the lens, it is there only? No, lens I had kept in the cupboard. My camera was on the bed. चलो सर, छोड़ दिया. अभी सपना ही छोड़ दिया कि कोई बड़ा लेंगे. 3-4 महीने के बाद मैंने खरीदा ये कैमरा. वो भी बीबी की एडवाइस के अगेंस्ट. ऑल फिल्म कैमरा सब बेच दिया और के लिया. फिर पता नहीं क्या हुआ. 3-4 महीना भी नहीं चला ये मेरे साथ, और आज इसकी वैल्यू 10,000 भी नहीं है सर. तो देखिए कैमरा का क्या हिस्ट्री है, कैसे होता है सब कुछ. हाँ जी, अभी 1-2 पिक्चर आपको बताऊंगा मैं. ये पिक्चर 20 mm के बगैर पॉसिबल नहीं है सर। हाँ जी। बहुत सारे पिक्चर्स हैं जिसमें 50 mm चाहिए। बहुत सारे ऐसे पिक्चर्स हैं जिसमें मुझे फिशाई चाहिए, बट ये मैंने टोकिना लिया बिकॉज ओरिजिनल्स आर एक्सपेंसिव। तो हर चीज में आपको लेंसेस लगते हैं और सही टाइम पे आपको यूज करना है। मैं आपको एक फोटो दिखाता हूँ। डब्बा वाला का फोटो तो दुनिया निकाल के गई। हम्म। डब्बे वाले दुनिया में पहचान है, बॉम्बे के डब्बिया वालों को सब जानते हैं सर। इसके लिए मुझे ऊपर चढ़ना पड़ा कि क्यों बराबर दिखे। इसमें मैंने 85 mm यूज किया लेंस। अगेन दिस वन, can't go close to them, 85 mm. This is also riot in Bandra. I had to go to opposite building because नीचे रोड पे सोडा वाटर बोतल्स और पत्थर फेंक रहे थे लोग। तो लोग अपने अपने रूफ पे चढ़ गए थे। तो मैंने बाजू की बिल्डिंग में जाके ऊपर से ये फोटो लिया विथ 180 mm टेली। ये प्रिंस चार्ल्स आए डब्बा वाला उसको मिलने को। कैसे इनका कोडिंग होता है वो समझ रहे हैं यहाँ पर। इसमें भी इंटरनेशनल पर्सन तो आगे नहीं जा सकता हूँ। नो। शॉट विथ जूम लेंस ऑफ से 135 mm के जूम के साथ। बंदा 5 साल में एक ही बार जाता है सिद्धि विनायक मंदिर में। वो भी जब भी इलेक्शन के लिए पेपर नॉमिनेशन फाइल करता है। उसके बाद उसको न टाइम है। नाम तो मुझे बोलना जरूरी है क्या? शरद पवार जी है ये। मोहम्मद अली बम्बई में आए थे। इसकी वजह से मुझे इंटरनेशनल नाम मिला थोड़ा। डबाज वाला है, प्रिंस चार्ल्स है, ये है, अमिताभ बच्चन है, ऐश्वर्या राय है। ये पिक्चर्स भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी आई शॉट इन 84। I could manage to sell many pictures to international agencies. ये बंदा को एयरपोर्ट से ताजमहल होटल तक लेके गए जीप में, और आगे वाली गाड़ी में मैं था। और जब उनका प्रोसेशन मोहम्मद अली रोड से जा रहा था तो वो रनिंग कमेंट्री दे रहा था मेरी गाड़ी में, ओपन जीप में जो था। तो उसने बोला, नाउ वी आर पासिंग थ्रू मोहम्मद अली रोड। Oh, you have named the road after me so fast. So such topics are there. Many topics are there. When mobile came, I said I should switch over to mobile. तो ये मोबाइल से ओम गणेशाय नमः किया, मगर खाली इसका क्या सिग्निफिकेंस? नथिंग। पीछे कौन है। ऐसी पूरी सीरीज है 10 फोटो की। मुंबई के अलग अलग लोकेशन पे, रोड, अलग अलग सिग्नल पे मैंने शूट किए मोबाइल से शुरू करने के लिए। ये पुरानी स्टॉक मार्केट है। नई स्टॉक मार्केट भी बहुत शूट किया है। नई स्टॉक मार्केट का हॉल राउंड है, तो वहां पर भी मुझे ऊपर जाके फिशाई से शूट करना पड़ा। नीचे क्या मिलेगा मुझे, ऐसे ही ट्रेडिंग मिलेगा, क्योंकि दैट जिस दिन न्यू ट्रेडिंग रिंग स्टार्ट हुआ उसी दिन मैनुअल ट्रेडिंग बंद हो गया। तो बस वो कंप्यूटर लैब पे लोग बैठे थे, वो कोई पिक्चर नहीं बना, ऊपर से प्रिसाइज से लिया। ओके, तो ऐसे जर्नी है। ये बंदे गांधी की शूटिंग कर रहे थे बॉम्बे में। मैं रोहिणी हट्टनगड़ी को जानता था, क्योंकि उनके स्टेज परफॉर्मेंसेस मैंने शूट किए थे। वो मेरे घर के पास वडाला में ही रहती थी। तो मैंने यार रिक्वेस्ट किया कि इनको बोलो जरा स्पेयर टाइम में चले मनी भवन, एक फोटो अच्छा बनेगा। तो ऐसे लोग हेल्प करते थे। आज ये जमाना नहीं है। अभी रेड कारपेट पे आओ, शूट करो और जाओ। तो ऐसी सिचुएशंस होती है। फिर मैं समझता हूँ मेरा टाइम अभी हो गया है, मगर ऊपर वाले की दुआ से एनसीपीए में अभी भी चल रहा है। ये एनसीपीए में मेरी दूसरी एग्जीबिशन थी 89 में। ये पहली एग्जीबिशन थी। तो चलते रहता है। अभी कैमरास के बारे में और अगर आपको बताऊं, तो लेंसेज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। उसके बगैर आपको मजा नहीं आएगा सर। मुंबई पुलिस कमिश्नर का रिटायरमेंट हो गया, और नया पुलिस कमिश्नर अपॉइंट होने नहीं दिख रहा था, कुछ नहीं दिख रहा था। काफी टाइम निकल गया। तो एक मार्टियर्स डे का पुलिस परेड फंक्शन होता है अपने ग्राउंड में, यहाँ पर नायगांव पुलिस ग्राउंड में। तो मैं गया था वहाँ शूट करने को। तो मैंने देखा कि होम मिनिस्टर जी भी है, पुलिस कमिश्नर भी है। तो मैं कैसे पोर्ट्रे करूं कि बॉम्बे इतना इम्पोर्टेंट सिटी इज विदाउट ए पुलिस कमिश्नर। यहाँ होम मिनिस्टर छगन भुजबल खड़े हैं, बाजू में खड़े हैं जॉइंट सीपी, सीपी, एडिशनल सीपी सब खड़े हैं जो जाने वाले हैं। मगर वो पिक्चर नहीं बनता है। हम्म, उससे जो मुझे बोलना है वो नहीं बोल पा रहा था। बाद में वो जब डैश पे खड़े हो गए और आउटगोइंग सीपी छगन भुजबल सर के पीछे खड़ा है, वो प्रिंट शायद आप लोग के पास किसी के पास आया होगा। हाँ जी, एनीवे आई शो यू। उसमें मैंने क्या किया कि छगन भुजबल जी आगे ऐसे खड़े हैं, करीब 1.5-2 महीना सिटी वॉज विदाउट पुलिस कमिश्नर। वो क्यों नहीं हो रहा था, उस पे ज्यादा टिप्पणी मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ। तो ऐसे सब के लिए मुझे लेंसेज चाहिए सर। ये लेंस में आप देख रहे हैं कितना ग्रेन है, और फिल्म फिल्म वाला है, कलर फिल्म वाला ये पिक्चर है। ये तो 80-200 है। इसके लिए भी मुझे, जैसे मिसेस गांधी के लिए ऊपर चढ़ना पड़ा, इसके लिए भी मुझे ऊपर चढ़ना पड़ा, ताकि ये कैप यहाँ पर आए। अगर नीचे हूं तो कैप पीछे छुप जाती है। मैं कोई कमेंट नहीं कर सकता हूं। तो सर ये सब जो है बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। लेंसेज आर इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट एंड इक्वली एक्सपेंसिव ऑल्सो। बाद में क्या होता है सर, बहुत तकलीफ है। आप नॉर्मल जूम लेंस, किट लेंस ले लेते हो तो मिल जाता है, पर ईडी लेंसेस लो 1.8, 1.4, 180, 2.8, they are all expensive. But now in the digital boom, any lenses helps. At NCPA, we keep on shooting all NCPA events to document the photography, and subsequently keep on showcasing on the walls of the all the theaters of the gallery. Every month we try to display the pictures. When Zubin Mehta comes, we display his pictures in the foyer. Similarly, Zakir Hussain or any music or any dancers events take place, we make 20 by 29 prints and display there. Now being digital, even 3.5, 4.5, because we increased the ISO speed and aperture. So because there the lights are not allowed, flash not allowed. So we are with the high shutter speed, we shoot those pictures and display regularly. We have an on-stage magazine also where we do the photo features or cover regularly. So it's my luck, my blessings that I am still at NCPA, with blessings of all my well wishers. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Yes.
You take photos with high shutter speed. So I just want some advice, like how to do that, because when I take high shutter speed photos, even with tripod, little bit movement is there, so the photo gets like little bit blurred. So
So
what is the best way to take photos with high shutter speed?
no, you ensure that, you see, at this age my hand shakes. I am using Nikon cameras, but I feel my hand is shaking. It's not as good as I used to do earlier. But we use a small grip like this. Different kinds of grips are available to hold the camera steady and to the chest and shoot peacefully. We are not covering any morchas or ride where we have to run around. The show is going on for 1.5 hours. We have enough time to shoot. Even if we miss one angle, it's going to be get repeated. So keep calm, keep patience, and keep shooting just like this, whichever camera you hold. This kind of grips are many available. Just give you steady, so that solves problem. And then whatever little Lightroom, Photoshop, don't bother about Photoshop, but at least Lightroom may do some photo correction after you download the card and save the image. So that's the only way. Yes. Paintings will be colored correctly. See, the printing again depends for what purpose you want to do it. The papers are available from different ranges. Say this digital print done by Xerox walas only. The colors are suffering. Colors are suffering, but this costs just 30 rupees. But if you go to a proper color lab, this much size will cost you not less than 350 to 400. Again, that paper will be archival paper and color corrected paper. So depends on your requirement. These days, if you go to any color labs, they will make a small book also for you, like this. They may create a small book for you, very at reasonable price, maybe around 1,000 rupees. So you can save this. You save your images in the hard disk, but be careful. Do two kind of storage at least. If you don't use the hard disk for 5-6 months, you may face problem with the hard disk. Secondly, ensure that when you are downloading the images into a laptop or a PC, ensure that your internet is not on, your Wi-Fi is off. Otherwise, your virus will get into your hard disk or card or even a pen drive. So, as far as saving the digital pictures are concerned, ensure that is done. Every 3 months, 6 months, technology is changing. First was the floppy to CD, CD to DVD, DVD to hard disk to now more pen drive. But you must have a multiple saving system in your place. We have a time or no?
Yeah, we have the time.
5 minutes? So last I will talk. This was in year 2000, 17th April 2000, Sunday Times, campaigned by India.com, and these were my pictures used by India.com, because at the mid of Indian Express, I released a photo stock CD. Again, India's first initiative by me for the editorial use, a stock photo CD which I sold for 1,000 rupees. By the time CD release, publicized, sold some copies, CD prices came down to from 800 to 250 rupees. So people started buying 250 rupees CD and copying it and sharing among themselves. Anyway, Linta's ad agency had purchased one CD, but I had clearly mentioned behind this that this is only for editorial use. I'm Indian Express office, Express Towers, Lintas upstairs. But they never bothered to come and ask me. We are using it commercially. Do we have to pay you more? I came to know about this only when Sunday Times came to my house on next day of my birthday in 2017 April. Went up Lintas Tower में कि how can you use it, this and that. अरे you sold us, now it is our property, this and that. Lot of हंगामा अलिक पदम सिंह का connection use करके I fought with Lintas. Then they agreed to pay me. But story never ends there. कि ठीक है, I received so much amount for my CD's commercial use. After 15 days, this pictures went on the hoardings all over the Bombay. 30 feet by 40 feet big hoardings all over the Bombay. Nowhere my name also mentioned. Irrespective, so this is the photography industry. Lintas got how much money from India.com. This is the first false cover in the history of newspaper. Today you see it every day. The newspaper comes with the false cover. This is the first false cover. Everybody made money except me. Chalo sir. Good night. Any questions? I to bolo quickly. Last question.
Yeah. Okay, I think we all just
Done?
thank you for the wonderful 1 hour that we spent with
Now
going
please
through.
keep coming to Dilip Piramal Art Gallery to see more and more exhibitions and NCPA events also. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm sure there are more questions, but of course we are
You can ask me
formally we
off
can
the
close.
camera.
Correct.
You can ask me off the camera.
Yes, I'll request everybody to join for a tea just behind those things. And of course, everybody is welcome to come and have a look at all the pictures he has so kindly brought here for us. And if you have any questions, as he mentioned, you can always ask him. Thank you very much.
Thank you.